Hey everyone, so today this is another spreading awareness kind of video. I said this awareness is going to be more about blindness or visual impairment. So today I've asked some friends to make some videos telling their story. Most of them, they're all very inspirational. Some of their videos aren't as good, but their stories are all pretty different, and they're just all gonna talk about like what they have and how they've kind of like succeeded in life or achieved the things that they've achieved. And yeah, so this video is just for you guys to see that like just because we are blind or visually impaired it hasn't really stopped any of us from doing what we want to do. Some of us have done many things, some of us haven't, but it's not because we can, it's just because we just don't do it because we just don't want to or whatever. So yeah, hope you guys like it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, to give it a thumbs up, and to also like in the comments below like ask some questions. If you guys have any questions, ask them there. If you have any suggestions of something that you want me to post or whatever, do it. Like I'll try to do whatever. Yeah, and you have any questions, I'll try to answer them all. So go ahead.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ramona. I am privileged to be asked by Emily to tell you guys about my story. Um, I'll begin with I'm 46 years old. I am a non-traditional student at FIU, Florida International University. In the fall of this year, I will be working on my third degree since I've lost my sight. With that, I lost my sight in 2015. I was 41. And the year was very eventful. That was not only the year I lost my sight completely, I also had 2 open heart surgeries, partial paralysis, pneumonia, uh, and it began January 2015, and everything came to a conclusion, I should say, in December of 2015. That's when I lost the sight in my right eye. I had already lost the sight in my left in April of the same year. So that brings me to my journey, the first step of my journey. I had to figure out how to figure it out. I knew I wasn't done, and also knew I could not be blind and undereducated. So I started at the Miami Lighthouse for the Blind. I started with them in 2016, and I learned assistive technology, Braille, personal management, and orientation and mobility. When I felt my skills were good enough to start school, I went back to school in spring of 2018, where I completed my associates at Miami-Dade College. It took 26 years, but I made it back, and I just had 6 classes to get my degree. And then I did not stop from there. In June of 2018, I started at FIU for my bachelor's. So I have an associate's in psychology and a bachelor's in psychology from FIU, and a minor in communication studies, and a concentration in industrial and organizational psychology. So in the fall, I will be starting my master's in rehabilitation counseling. My goal is to be a certified rehabilitation counselor, where I'll be helping people like myself who have physical disabilities, also members of our community that have mental health, mental disabilities, and I will be able to help them find gainful employment and live fulfilling lives through counseling. So that's what I'm going to school to do for my master's. It has been a great journey. It has not been an easy one. Being a totally blind student or older student, it has its challenges, but it's all worth it because I'm a true believer that you do not have to have sight to have vision, because if you have hope, you will find your way. And I know that to be absolutely true. And believing in yourself is a big part of that as well. So, I mean, I can go on with my story, but that is basically it in a nutshell. That is what Emily asked for. So, I would like to thank Emily for inviting me to speak with her audience, and it was a pleasure. And I hope my story helps, and that everyone stay well, and wear a mask and wash your hands and watch your distance. Thank you.
How to ask her in the comment section, people. Let's see. But I don't really care about my eye condition. I only brought it up so I can be in this documentary. But now I'm talking about my life. Let's see. I have a pretty decent group of friends who I hate most of the time, but you know, they're there for me 5% of the time. So and usually that 5% of the time is when I really, really need it. So that's pretty good. Let's see. I'm pretty good at mostly fighting games because you don't really need to see the play. Ask all the sighted people I destroyed. Let's see. I have pretty good grades. I'm proud of that. A lot of people think blind people cheat and get help on stuff, and no one has ever helped me ever. I got everything by myself.
I have Peter's anomaly, which is thinning and clouding of the cornea, and also the attachment of the iris to the cornea, which basically makes your vision blurry. In this case, I do not have blurry vision. I have no sight whatsoever out of my left eye, and then I can see a little bit from my right eye. I have low vision. My biggest goals that I accomplished, which was graduating high school. I am going to college. I'm gonna start college now. I'm gonna get my associate's degree, and then I am going to pursue my career, a computer technician, which ever since I was a little kid, I would love computers. I would love working on computers. I didn't really fix computers because, well, let's just say I was a little kid and I would probably destroy the computer if I ever tried to fix it. Don't let people stop you from what you're doing or from what you want to become. You want to become a teacher, you can become a teacher. You want to become a firefighter, become a firefighter. You want to become a police officer, become a police officer. You can be whatever you want to be.
Hi everybody, my name is Jamari. My eye condition is nystagmus, which makes my eyes twitch, but I don't really see it as a disability. And being visually impaired, it's alright, face a lot of challenges, really can't see as well, so can't do a lot of things, but can't do everything that you want, but still able to do a lot. And my goals in life is just to make it at this point in whatever field I choose. I'm a sophomore, so I'm still not settled on a job yet, but it's either I'm gonna work for ESPN or I'm gonna be a really big, a big accountant. So that's me, and I'm Jamari. Thank you for your time.
Hey guys, my name is Silvio Plata. I'm one of Emily's friends, and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my eye condition and how I overcame, how I achieved success in life. So I was diagnosed with cancer around, I was 8 or 9 months old. And that was really hard for my family because it's bilateral retinoblastoma, and they asked what is that? They didn't know what that was. So that's a type of cancer that affects both eyes. So I started receiving treatment immediately, chemotherapy, to get rid of it as soon as possible, basically. But it wasn't going away because the tumors were already really big. The cancer was already very advanced, and no matter how many chemotherapy cycles they would use, it wouldn't make any difference. It would be exactly the same. They wouldn't get any smaller or anything, because the purpose of chemotherapy is for the tumors to get smaller. So since that wasn't working, both of my eyes had to be removed. So with all, with all the sadness in their hearts, it was super hard for my parents, but they agreed to the surgery, and it was done, and my eyes were removed. So that's how I became completely blind. So what I have right now, these are prosthetics. I get them changed every year, and these are cool because I can make them any color I want, just to match my personality. So that's cool. There's always benefits, and that's what I'm going to talk about right now. There's always success. There's always opportunities. My parents, they didn't see this at the time. They were just devastated. At the same time, they were happy because I was alive. I was still there, without my eyes and everything, blind, but I was still alive. So that's something that they celebrated. But they were confused, and they were a little bit lost because they didn't know how I was going to be educated, and how was not just my education, but simple daily tasks, like just simply walking around my house, something as simple as that. They didn't know how I was going to do that. And that's when success comes into play. And when I talk about my success, I like to talk about the people that helped me achieve my success, helped me become the person who I am today. And the Miami Lighthouse really helped me. So what the Miami Lighthouse does, it provides services, and help to blind and visually impaired students all around, Miami and Florida, and all around the world. We have students from everywhere. And so they basically showed me that, everything I need to know, my orientation and mobility skills. They taught me Braille, which is the system of raised dots that blind and visually impaired people use to read and write. But not just that, it's not just that they taught me all of that and that they gave me therapy and that they helped me, It's also like when we walked through those doors the very first time, we felt that we weren't alone. My parents saw that there were other people who were facing the same challenges as me, who were going through the same thing as me. And so that made us feel good. That made us feel, that we were facing this with other people, and we would become great friends, and we would overcome together. And that's how it happened. I made wonderful friends. I also started taking singing and piano lessons, because I've always been very passionate about music. I'm continuing music today. Today I'm 16. I'm entering my junior year of high school. And now I'm taking opera lessons, and I'm still taking piano lessons. This summer I started learning the basics of violin, so that's really interesting. And what my goal is, I wanna major in political science or English. I still haven't decided that. So that then I can study intellectual property. I want to study that because I've always also been passionate about law, and it's a good way for me to combine my passion for music and law, because I'm gonna be a copyright lawyer. That's what my ambition is right now. So basically, what I want to show you with my story, and what I want you to take from this, is that no matter what your disability is, you always have ambitions, you always have dreams. And they're not just dreams, there's things that you're going to fulfill, there are things that you're going to achieve with the help of people that God has put in your path. Those people are literally angels that God, has put in your path so that they can help you to achieve your success. So in life, it's not about, when you're facing a tough situation, it's not about how big the problem is, it's about how big your will to move forward is. It's about how big your determination is. And always have faith in God's purpose, because everything that God does has a purpose. You might not see it when you're going through the difficult situation, but once you look back, like right now, once I look back at the difficult situation of me having cancer and me almost dying because of it, I look back at it now and I see that me becoming blind had a purpose, because now I've obtained greater things than that. I've obtained, things that I actually prefer having, the things that I have today instead of my eyesight. I prefer having wonderful friends, family, people who support me, instead of having, my eyesight. I prefer that a million times. So God, you can think of God like a builder, because a builder, when he's building your house, you have the blueprint. So you think you know everything, right? But you don't, because the builder is the one who really knows how much material he's going to need, where everything needs to be placed. That's how God is. He knows when something needs to be removed to replace it with something better. And he removed my eyesight to replace it with, like I said before, my friends, my family, my passion, my talent. So I hope you really learned something from my story, and I hope you you can use my message even today with everything we're going through with COVID-19. Because even if you don't see it right now, you're eventually going to find out that this has a purpose too. We're all going to see it in the future. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my story. And if you did, you can subscribe, like it, and share it with your friends. Bye.
Okay, so I really hope you guys liked everybody's story. Some of these stories are very inspirational to me. There's some of these people who I want to be them when I grow up, and there's like Silvio, I want to be him when I grow up, but he's younger than me, so it's really funny. I hope you really liked it. I hope you are inspired by it. If you have some of the similar struggles or something different, I hope you learned something new, or you were, like motivated to do some stuff. Because, these people I see them every day and they actually try to do stuff. But yeah, I hope everybody liked it. Don't forget to give this a thumbs up if you haven't already. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And put down in the comments below if you have any questions, any suggestions for future videos, anything like that. I'll try to answer them all. And yeah, thank you.